Hi guys, my name is Hannah Below again, and today I am so excited because I am going to share something that is really personal to me, and I hope that it just encourages you guys. Okay, so recently as in yesterday, I posted something about depression, and the inboxes that I got about depression were just overwhelming. This is going to be quite a long video, and hopefully it makes sense, and hopefully it does what I want it to do, which is encourage hope. So grab a cuppa if you drink tea or coffee or hot chocolate or water or juice or your smoothie things, because it is going to be one of those ones. So yeah, if you're in bed cozy, just watch this and watch it with an open mind. Watch it when you're not distracted, because I do want it to encourage you. Okay, so I will start now. At 21 to 23, I was that hardworking girl. I was ambitious. I always knew I wanted to be in a relationship. At 24, I met a guy. We were in a relationship for about 2 years of my life, so that's 24 to 26. When you're in a bad relationship, it's like you're already in a slope in depression because it's taken away from you. And I feel like in the 2 years that I was with him, because it wasn't the right relationship, it didn't encourage me in any way to be the best that I can be, and neither do I feel like I encouraged him to be the best that he could be. We were taken away from each other, highlighting the worst in each other. It was just a dark relationship. Because that's all I knew, and because I believed that I loved him, I was willing to stay in that. That's what I called love. That wasn't love, but I called it love, because that's all I knew, and I just didn't want to get rid of that. I didn't really know this is the standard of love, this is how a woman should be treated. I just kind of went with it and thought, well, we'll make, whatever happens, we'll make it work. The worst of me just kept coming out in those 2 years. I wasn't really interested in my business anymore because he consumed my time. He wasn't interested in my business, so I wasn't interested in my business. He wanted me to be a type of girl that I just wasn't. And so I always kept trying to be this type of girl. I was forgetting about what the gifts, the skills that God gave me, and I was trying to adopt someone else's gifts that God gave that person. And that's a really, really demoralizing thing for a woman, when you feel like you have to be another woman to please the person that's supposed to love you for who you are. That is heartbreaking. And no matter how much you think, nah, I don't care, I'm this. If you're in that situation, it really can tear you apart. Like, you will start to hate things about yourself that really God wants you to love about yourself. That's what happened to me over the 2 years of that relationship, until one day it finally happened and the relationship just ended. And again, he goes with a different woman, and I'm just left there thinking, wow, I was so crap that he couldn't even love me. He not only just wanted to leave me and just be on his own, he wanted to leave me for what he thought was better than me. It was a heartbreaking place to be. So in my heart, no matter how many skills or no matter how many accomplishments people felt that I had, I just felt crap because the person that was supposed to love me wanted someone else. And it was like, it literally put me at rock bottom. One of the things that got me out of my depression was honesty. Like, there was no soul around me at the time that didn't know I was going through a depression. And it wasn't to glorify it, but it was like, number one, I'm a person that I can't really hide things. Like, if I'm happy, you're going to see I'm happy. If I'm sad, you're going to see I'm sad. If I'm angry, you're going to see I'm angry. I'm just a really expressive person. So when I was going through my depression, people just knew it wasn't a good time for me, because I didn't know how to be happy. When I'm really sad, I'm not that person. You know, I rate these people in a sense. They're people that they're going through a hard time, but they can come to it, they can still smile, they can do, they can get on with their life. No, me, I'll be dragging my head down in the sand, and the whole world will know. And that's just me. But I felt like honesty really did help me get out of it, because people were able to treat me at where I was. So they didn't expect more of me because they understood where I was at the time. I'm not saying like the whole world, it's just my immediate friends. I didn't pretend that everything was okay. I didn't. And so they knew that. So they wouldn't expect things of me that I just wasn't able to give them at the time. And I appreciated that, because I was treated at where I was. So I was just able to move at my own pace and nobody else's pace. If I was to talk about my depression and just be honest as to how I got in there, I honestly say that it was because, in hindsight, I would say it's because I wasn't true to myself. God has made me a certain way, and you go through life finding out the talents that God has given you, and God wants you to use those talents, of course, to glorify Him and to help other people. And I feel like if you go down go along a path where somebody doesn't appreciate the things that God has blessed you with, you can either go the wrong way or you can go the right way. Some things that people keep private, I would rather say it out because I know it can help someone. As a result of me going into depression, and I have a business, my business went through a depression as well. It went through a really dry season because of me being in a really dark place. I just wanted to give up on life. There was nothing that anybody could have told me, but you've got this, you've got this. Like, it just didn't, everything was just black. Like, I just wasn't happy. January 2016, so this is last year, I made up my mind that I'm not going to let this depression, even though I felt pain inside of me, I was like, I'm not going to let this depression get the better of me. I'm going to try and get out of it. What am I going to do to get out of this depression? I know I'm going to hold fast onto Jesus Christ, so I'm not going to stop going to church. And I knew that I wanted to do things that made me not think about myself. So I said I'm going to travel every single month. I said I'm going to start a YouTube channel because I wanted to just record my growth. For the first half of the year, I would tell you that even though I did travel, even though I did go out with my friends, even though I did do things that, you know, got my mind off my depression, it didn't feel natural to me. It still felt like a drag. I still had to kind of like force myself through those things, but it got easier, and the feelings followed afterwards as I continued to persevere in doing things that. And so for anyone like that's going through a dark time right now, I don't know why you might be going through a dark time. It could be because of a boy, it could be because of a job, it could be because you're not where you feel like you want to be in life. I would just encourage you to work through the pain. Like, it's not going to feel normal to you to do things that make you happy. Like, maybe right now nothing can make you smile, but I would still say go out with it, still go out with your friends. You don't have to smile to know you're doing the right thing, but going out with your friends or doing things that you do that used to please you, keep doing that. Eventually you won't feel that pain anymore, and you won't even remember when that pain's gone away. You'll just be in the element of doing the things that you like to do. When you've come out of a depression, don't expect to be the same person. Like, in life anyway, we're growing people. We're not the same yesterday, we're not the same the day before yesterday, and we're not going to be the same tomorrow. When you feel like, oh, but I don't feel the same, you're not supposed to be the same. You know, you're a new person, and embrace that. Because with me, when I got out of my depression, I kind of felt like, I kind of kept comparing myself to who I was before, but that to me was going backwards. I had to accept that I'm a new person. Like, this trial has taught me something new about myself, and this is a new chapter, and this is what I have to embrace. Don't be embarrassed to be in a depression. Like, everyone goes through a different life stage, and this if you are going through something really dark at this moment, like, don't be embarrassed. Just say, okay, this is my time. What is it supposed to teach me? Don't feel like you have to fake it. Don't feel like you have to put. It's okay to cry. It's okay to just to feel down. But you can't stay there. That's the main thing that I would say to you. Just don't stay there. The power really is in the wait. Like, when you get into a relationship, you're in a relationship like that. It's quick. Love just comes quickly. It happens like in a split second. But the power is in the wait, because it's the wait that would have taught you everything that you're going to be when you're in that relationship. So don't despise the wait. Make it joyful. But when I was like fighting through my depression, I used to purposely plan things in my day so that I could look forward to my day. So if it was like, oh girls, we're gonna go cinema this day, I would schedule things in so I know, oh, on Wednesday I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Oh, on Thursday I'm looking forward to Thursday. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't just trying to wake up, don't know what I'm doing today, because that will make you even more depressed when you don't know what you're doing. But if you like just set things in that make you look forward to living, that will help you. Yeah, so guys, okay, I know that the video was muddled up or something like that, but I really did just want to share some hope, like, and share the truth about my place, my depression, because it was real to me. And thankfully I am not in that place now. So I do hope that, coming from somebody who has been in a depression, you can see that A depression doesn't last forever if you make the choice for it not to last forever. It's the choice. But know that just because you make a choice, it doesn't mean that everything's going to feel better in one moment. It's still a fight through pain, okay? But you have to make the choice. So yeah, I just hope this video's encouraged you, and I hope that you fight through your pain, you fight through your depression, and follow my videos, because I hope to be a beacon of hope. So we all need to encourage each other, and openness in a sense. I'm not saying everyone's going to be open, but God has gifted some people to be open, and if you know that's you, share. Okay, sharing is caring. Okay guys, see you.